Okay, so we're looking at editing documents through Google Classroom on an iPad now. So it is a little bit different to what we have seen on a desktop, but it is still usable. So if we go down to classwork, and go on to the Google Drawings assignment. So we need our work, which is down at the bottom here. Click on the up arrow, and then you've got your work, same work as we were looking at on the computer. So if you click on Joe Bloggs Google Drawings, it will open this up. So this, like we were saying in a previous video, is a PDF. It is not editable at this point. It is essentially just a picture. You can't do anything with it. So there are two ways to edit a Google document, and I'm going to show you both now. So the first way is if you want to add text. So if you click on the square with the arrow, it will open that piece of work up in Google Docs. And then that piece of work you can then write over, as long as you press this pencil down the bottom. So I could add extra text here. I could answer that question, but it would be underneath. So for that question, this wouldn't work too well. That'll be for the other method that I'm going to show you. But that would just be 224.1. And then you've got questions here as well. So if you go underneath, just says answer the questions, you could do A is 301, B is 432, C, etc. And you could do all of your answers like that, and that is absolutely fine. Same with these questions where it says underline or circle the words. Rather than doing that, you can just write them underneath. So it would be, say, number 2 for that one that is numbered number 2. Underline the word that the pronoun is referring to in the sentence below. So it is Jack. And number 3, circle the noun and the pronoun which are linked to one another in the sentence below. So the dog ran the dog ran over to the shed and it began to bark. So it would be dog and it. So that is absolutely fine in terms of answering the work. As long as you're doing the work on here, not a problem at all. So if you press the tick, that will be accepted, and then you go back to Classroom, exit this, then if you open it again, it should all be there. So yeah, you've got the extra text here that I added, the number, the answers, and the answers down here. But if you actually want to edit these images, it's done slightly differently to the way that it is on a computer. So we'll do it from the very beginning. And you can mix both of these ways quite well, which I'll show you. So click on the document and it will open as a PDF again. And then rather than clicking on the box with the arrow, click on the pencil. It will then give you an editable version, so you can actually write over the top of this. So using your finger, you can just answer these questions. So represent 224.1. So you've got 2 hundreds, 2 tens, 4 ones, and 1 tenth. So that would be that representation. Then if you go to the next page, then you can just answer these. And again, using your finger, it will be 301 and 432. And you can also underline the answers that we'd given. So you can edit them like that. But my recommendation would be to mix both of them. So you can see this PDF now has got all of the extras I did when I was typing it in. So if there are sections that you would need to type on. I would open Google Documents, or Google Docs, sorry. Oh, sorry, I need to save that. Open Google Docs and do all the writing parts in Google Docs. Then go back to the assignment and open it again as an editable PDF using this up here. That way you get the best of both. You can edit the work using text, so using word processor, and also add any drawings or images that you want to do. And as always, at the end, make sure you hand in your work. Another thing to look out for, when you edit a PDF, you get two separate files. So the one with your work on it, if you have edited the PDF by pressing that pencil, it will be this one here that your work will be attached to, and teachers know to look for that. If you have done it on Google Docs, it will be this one that your work will be in. So as long as you've got both of them there, teachers will always have a look at both of the attachments to make sure we have checked everywhere for any of the work that you have completed. So like I said, make sure you hand in, and then that goes off to your adults to mark.